morning. This is Sue with Yoga Hasta 7. We're going to do a chair yoga class this morning with a little bit of standing in the back of our chair. We're going to be using a ball. If you have a tennis ball or racquetball, something like that, we're going to be working on our feet, and also we're going to be using one block. You can also use a can or improvise something else for that block. But right now we're going to put our hands in our lap, close our gaze. And it is a nice February day today, so we're going to straighten our back, our eyes are closed, and let's breathe in and out through our nose. And then open your gaze, bring your hands to heart center, and let's raise those arms up to the sky on an inhale. Exhale, let the arms float down. A couple more times. Inhale up, gaze up, exhale down, and inhale up. Gaze up, exhale down. Okay, let's get a hold of that block. One of the first things I'd like to do is an isometric move, and we're going to put both hands on the block, bend our elbows to our chest, and push on that block, and then release. And push. And release, and push, and release. And this time while we're pushing, we're going to move that block over to one side of our body. I'm moving to the left. And then slowly move to the other side of the body. And I'm just going to gently go back and forth. And one more time. And then come back to the middle. And let's rotate our wrists, warming up our hands as well as our arms. Rotate the wrist back and forth. See what kind of range is comfortable for you. And then quieting the hands. Let's bring those hands all the way up. You don't have to really push too hard. Just keep hold of the block. And we're going to sway like a tree back and forth. And then stopping one more side and stopping in the middle. And bring that block down. Let's place our hands on the block like this and just bring them up. Gaze up and bring the block down. And this time, when the block goes up, let's try to arch our back just a little bit. The arms are up. Gaze up with the eyes at the sky. And bring it back down. Okay, now let's actually let the arms rest for just a moment. Take a few breaths. And then bring that block out to the front. We're going to do a side twist, so we're going to follow that block with our eyes and with our head as it goes over to the side for a twist. And then comes all the way back to the middle. And let's do that 2 more times, just gently twisting, watching our block. And last time on this side. And then we're going to bring it down, place that block in the other hand, bring it out to the front, get a good hold on it, and bring it out. Watch the block as it goes back, and your spine twists just very gently, and come back. And then come back to the middle and bring it down. Now we're going to make our legs really wide. Right now we're going to be doing a forward fold. You may need your block on the highest setting, or I'm going to try mine right down here. So our hands are in our lap right now. We're going to straighten our back. And let's bring our arms out to the side. And then we're going to hinge at the hips. We're on the edge of our chair here. We're going to hinge at the hips. And then when we get down a little bit, we're going to stop. And then bring your hands down to the block. Let them rest on the block. We're looking down at our mat. And we're in a forward fold. So let's bring the arms up again and raise up. Okay, we're going to do that 2 more times. Come down, hold, feel your abdominals working, and then take the fingers and the hands to the mat. Look down, try to keep a straight back. And then bring the arms out. Come up to a seated position again. Okay, all of this is an inversion, so we need to make sure we go slowly. And this is our last time coming down with a straight back. Stopping, bringing our hands down, and holding for a few breaths. And then bringing the arms out and coming all the way up. Okay, we're going to still have that block in front of us. We're going to do one more thing with the block, and that's put our toes on it. And then slide the toe, just put the tips of the toes. So we're going to slide down, lean forward just a little bit, so our toes are kind of curving up a little bit. We don't often do this, so we just wanted to stretch the toes a little bit before we go on. So I'm leaning forward to put more pressure on those toes. And just take a couple of breaths here. And then come back and remove those toes, and let's just circle them a couple of times. And circle the other foot. Okay, and then put your block to the side. We'll be using think we're done using that actually. And we're going to blast off from our chair just one time. Let's get our feet back towards the chair because we're going to be pushing through our feet. Reach out with your hands. Here comes a gust of wind. And on the count of 3, we're going to raise our body up out of the chair. 1, 2, push forward. 3, push with your feet. Come up out of the chair. Bring your arms down. Okay, so I'm going to turn my chair. We're going to do a couple of standing poses right now. And the first one is a down dog. So we're standing, holding on to our chair, and we're going to go back, walk back very slowly, try to straighten our back, and if you like, put your head down between your arms and hold here for a few breaths. And then very slowly start to walk towards your chair. And when you get to the chair, raise up on your tiptoes, push down with your arms, and gaze up. And then come down, walk back. Soften your knees, look down between your arms, and straighten out your back. Just think about all those things while we're here. And then once again, walk towards your chair and push up onto your tiptoes. Let's raise one arm this time. And then bring the arm down, bring the heels down, and last time into down dog. And then slowly walk towards the chair. Push with the arms on that chair, and let's bring the other arm up. Gaze up to the sky. And come back down. Okay, I'm going to turn sideways. We're just going to do a mountain pose. And I think I can take these off. The weather is changing. So, hip distance apart with our feet. Hands are at our side. And stand up really straight for mountain pose. Feel your feet grounded into the mat. And now we're just going to move our arms. We're going to move our arms all the way up. Reach up to the sky. And then bring the arms down. Let's do that once more. Nice stretch all the way up. Reach up. And this time, as the arms come down, we're going to bend our knees. We're going to come down into chair pose. So our arms are straight out to the front, working on strengthening our thighs right now. And bring your hands to heart center. And then we're going to turn and twist very gently. And come forward and twist to the other side. And come forward and raise all the way up. Bring your arms up and then let them float down. Okay, I think we can leave the chair where it is for this. We're going to work on shifting our weight. So first we want to put our right foot forward at a slight angle. And we're going to come forward and bend that knee as we push forward. And then the other movement is pulling back. So pushing for 2 and back. And push out. Just going to do a few of these. Shifting the weight to that front foot and then to the rear foot. And push. And come back. Push. And come back. And one more time. Push. And come back. And bring your arms down. Bring that leg in. We're going to bring that left leg out because that's the knee we're going to be bending right now. So let's go ahead and bend that knee. Hopefully you can see those toes down there. Don't get your knee too far forward. And again, we're going to bend the knee and push out and pull back. And push. Pull, push, and pull back, and push, and let's do a couple more here. Push, feel all that weight in your leg with the bent knee, and then pull back, final one, push, and then pull back, release your arms, and bring your feet together. All right. One more thing. We're going to do a balance, our tree pose. Feel free to hold on to let's start off holding on to the chair. And we're going to get into tree. Our toe can be on the ground or up a little bit or even up on your thigh. So here we are in our tree. You can raise one arm up. If you feel really good, you can raise that other arm up. And breathe right now. And then bring our arms down. And bring our leg down. Okay, I'm going to turn around for tree on the other side. So be sure you hold on. Get into your tree, straighten your back. And I'm going to bring my leg up just a little bit. And then raise that arm up. You might want to raise the other arm. Oh, or not. And then bring one arm down, bring the leg down, and I'll be turning around right here. Okay, grab that ball. I have a tennis ball right now. This can be done seated or standing. And I think the final thing I'm going to do standing is work with the ball. So we can again put that ball down and try to raise up those toes a little bit. And then I'm going to turn and I'm going to just roll that my whole foot along the ball. So I'm going to go at the outer edge and then in the middle from the toes down to the heel. And then the inner part of your foot. It's getting very windy out here. It's still a very nice day. Okay, and then stay at the, oh, I know, we can go around in circles too. Forgot about that. So circle our whole foot. You may have to practice a little bit to keep that ball down there. And then try to go to the left and to the right. So let's do our other foot. And we're going to place those toes on the ball and then try to arch them up a little bit, just for a few breaths. And then, same thing, we're going to start at the outside. Excuse me. Roll that foot. Roll in the middle, on the outside, on the inside. Now you can also do this sitting. So if you'd like to have a seat in your chair, go right ahead. And then we're going to circle. Oops. And I hope that makes your feet feel a little better. I know I enjoy it. Okay, so let's pick up that ball. We're going to move my chair back where it was. And go ahead and have a seat. Okay. We can also roll that ball on the top of our foot. So let's start with the right and just put some pressure from our hand on the foot. And just roll it from your ankle to the tip of your toes. Try to cover all that space. Roll it around. And let's do the top of that other foot. So go back and forth. And how much pressure you apply from your hand is totally up to you. And I'm going to go around. I'm actually better with my right hand on my left foot because I'm right-handed. I'll go around in circles and make another circle right there. And then sit up. Okay, put our ball to the side for now. And we're going to raise up one leg and circle that foot. You can also hold underneath your thigh, help you a little bit. And then circle the other way. And then we're going to point and flex that foot. And then quieting that foot, we're going to make circles from our hip joint. Now you can do this holding that leg or not holding the leg. And let's do circles both ways. And then bring that foot down. All right, I'm still on the edge of my chair here. Let's bring that other foot up and we're going to circle the ankle. And don't forget to go the other way. And then point and flex. And then make big circles from your hip joint. big circle. Okay. And we're going to go around the other way. Okay, doing a little bit of work on our lower body in this half of the practice. Okay, and then gently put that foot back down. Okay, let's bring that block back into the picture. And again, put our toes on the block, kind of slide them down the side. And lean forward just a little bit. And come back up. And just one more time, lean forward. Let those toes kind of arch up. And come forward. Now always keep in mind if that causes you pain or a lot of discomfort, just don't do it. Just sit and maybe try to raise your toes up and down and don't use the block. Okay, so an alternative for you. Okay, now I'm gonna help one leg come up. So it's my right leg on top of my left foot. And I'm gonna start massaging my foot, maybe starting at the toes, making a space between all the toes. And basically you're using your thumbs for this massage. I'm on the ball of my foot right now. And then I'm moving down to the arch. And then I'm going to come all the way back on the heel of my right foot. And even up beyond that, your Achilles tendon is right here. So give that a little massage. And then we're going to come all the way back. We're on our heel. And then our arch. And then the ball of our foot. And then our toes. So I hope that feels good. Even on the top of our foot, we can put a little pressure there like we did. We put the ball on there. And then help that foot come back down. And we don't want to forget our left foot, so let's bring that up. And start at the toes, making some space between all those toes. And using our thumbs, again, to massage. Down to the arch, heading towards the heel. And then even the Achilles tendon back here. And then we're going to go back up, the heel, the arch of the foot, and back to that big pad below your toes, and your toes. And separate your toes a little bit. And then give a few strokes to the top of your foot. And then help that leg come down to meet the other leg. And place your hands on your lap. Come to the edge of your seat and straighten your back. And let's close our eyes at the end of our practice. Take a few breaths in and out through the nose. And open your eyes, Bring your hands to heart center. Thank you for practicing with me today. I hope you have a lovely rest of your day. Namaste.